Welcome to my spirit room. Higherself Magic here. I call myself Higherself Magic because I connect with my higher self constantly, and I connect with my spirit guide, Sarah Elizabeth, who speaks to my higher self. I also truly believe in magic, and I think it's all around us, and it creates the changes that we need in our lives. This reading is for whoever comes across it, and if you've come across it, hi, lovely to talk to you. Doesn't matter if one person's come across it or 5 or 10 or 50, these messages are for you. And in this year of the dragon, the wood dragon, everything that's to do with paper, publishing, writing on paper, working through paper, trees, nature is going to boom. So if you're a lyricist and you write your lyrics on paper, sometimes you've got a really good chance of making it. If you love drawing, you scroll on paper, great. If you paint on paper or on canvas, same thing. If you write and you're a writer and you write on paper like I do, I use pen and paper all the time. It's a really, really good year for that. It's also a number 8 karma year. That means people that have hurt you, people that deserve it, not just because of you, but in the world in general, or in the collective, or in your community, or in your life. People who you've always thought are awful. This is the year where Saturn is going to sort them out, probably get them to meet someone like themselves. So that's the greatest wish for them. If they meet someone like themselves, that will be their karma enough, because usually they're jealous, they're manipulating, and they're not nice, and they have changed people's lives in many ways. So let's see what comes up. Many of you listening to this will have changed irrevocably. You will have felt a massive change in 23. That was a really difficult year, and also will have experienced changes in your psyche, in the way you think, your connection with your spiritual self, your higher self, over the last decade. And again, that's, you can't go back, but you're more you than you ever have been. So everything's changed around you. Possibly you've lost people that, and look, we've got the release and surrender card, with many times in our lives we have to release and surrender to people going. We're in eclipse season at the moment, and people just get taken away because the universe knows they don't fit into our story plan, our destiny, our fate. Now, people do come into our lives when they're meant to. Sometimes you have to wait a long time for that right person to come in, but they do come in. Let's see what else we get out of these beautiful cards today. Blessing in disguise. So if somebody went and broke your heart and you were absolutely devastated, they just got taken away, plucked away, that for you was a big blessing in disguise, because that person was not suitable and would not have made you happy. And so sometimes God, the divine, the universe, tests you and says, how many more times, dummy, are you going to put up with this? How many more times are you going to accept this behavior as normal? And then when you show no moving forwards, you just continually accept what's going on, then the universe, and you see only love there when it's not really love. Whether it's a friendship, a sibling relationship, or a lover, if it's to your detriment, the universe will pluck it away and take it away. But it's saying here that soon you will feel a great love. You just have to wait patiently, listen to the vibes that are coming through, the vibes that the universe gives you through your daily life, through your recollections, through your determination, through your instincts, because your higher self speaks to you the higher self is really closely related to the divine and the universe. It really has your back. And if you have anyone in spirit, then they're sort of like sitting on your shoulder as your invisible angel, your invisible soldier. That's, you know, they're there to protect you. And they find the opportunities or give you the opportunities in life where you can forgive past people if that's appropriate. But very often the release and surrender means that those people go and are gone for good, which is a very, very good thing because it enables you to cleanse and detox. This is a message now for someone who really does need to possibly lose some weight, take some care with diet, not because you're terribly overweight, but just for your health. Take some care with diet, start to eat more sensibly. Don't turn to that chocolate or packet of crisps or biscuits or cake. Sort of try create a more colourful meal on your plate that is healthy with avocado, tomato. If tomato suits you, it doesn't suit everyone. I don't know why that came into my head. But there are lots of benefits in that as well, even if it's grilled. But I'm getting this colourful plate of food that you can create according to your dietary requirements, whether you're vegan, whether you're meat eater, whether you like some carbs, pop some carbs on there. But remember, and the plate showing me quarter, so you get a quarter carbs, half veg, half salad. You know, so it's a quarter salad, quarter veg, quarter avocado. So that half of the plate is all that healthy food. And then if you're a meat eater, a quarter meat. So, ooh, this card's come up. So there is a wedding, whether you're going to go to a wedding or whether you're going to have a wedding of your own. But the next person you're going to meet is going to be tremendously important. And it's not by chance we meet these people. And it's definitely at the right time. So what's yours does not pass you by. It comes when it's meant to, and it will. Nothing that's yours will pass you by. So if you feel lonely, you feel that the world isn't being really good to you, and you need some sort of consolation or hope, be hopeful, because someone very dear to you is coming into the picture. Now, in my Sagittarius reading, this maybe my Sagittarius are listening. In my Sagittarius reading yesterday, I was getting someone from the past was quite dominant. There's nothing to worry about when this new person comes in. It's going to be a matter of trust, and you have had a lot of distrust because of the way people have behaved around you. But if this is a Saggy, then it could be a past person or a fire sign, Leo, or Aries. It could be a past person coming in, unless, of course, you're happily connected. And the universe is asking you, what do you desire? This is a time for manifestation. This full moon that's occurring right now, because it's occurring tonight, is a very, very powerful full moon. And we're going to do a few moon cards in a moment, pull those, because it's a time when you can write your wishes down and then you release and surrender them to the universe. So that first card on release and surrender had a twofold message for us. Tell the universe what you desire and then say, please bring me what you think suits me the most. And if you write your new full moon messages, blue tack them onto your window where the full moon passes, where you can see the full moon from that window, so they get shone upon. And it's saying ground yourself. You know, there's nothing to worry about. It's going to be a wonderful relationship and you're going to have a lot of love, but ground yourself. Don't get overexcited as you did in the past. Have the confidence to know that you are worth pursuing. You are the cherry on the tree. You are the one that this person has been waiting for. And it's going to create such a brilliant family atmosphere. Whether you've got children, this person's got children, you're going to come together with children, or you're going to have children together. There's going to be an amazing family feel to this. So right. It's also saying the ocean. Some of you might be a water sign or have some water in you. I'm a Pisces moon. And if you have, then go to the ocean. Go feel that vast expanse of water in front of your eyes. Go see it, even if you can't feel it. Or go to a river. Go feel the water, see the water. If you've got a pond in your garden, go look at it. If you've got a rainy season around you, in England, it's raining all the time. Go and feel some raindrops on your body. Water is so important for the direction you are going in at this moment in time. So we've got this eclipse season. What's very, very important and what is coming up is that Jupiter is moving into Gemini in May. And we're going to have lots of changes then. Every sign is going to experience massive changes in their in their lives. Whether you're a Sagittarius or not, Sagittarius is Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, but everyone gets affected by this change once a year. So I'll be doing more on that in the upcoming weeks in May. It'll be around the 20th. Let's have a few tarot cards now to see what's happening with whomever is listening to this. And we'll take a few moon cards as well. So here we've got the moon. Gosh, this moon is very, very important. Lots will be revealed to you. People that are true there'll be signs of how true they are, and people that are not, whose masks need to come off or have been removed, you will get signs of who they are. You're going to feel very busy, whatever sign you are. You're going to feel very productive, and you're going to feel that you have got a lot of good things coming monetary wise. It's going to be a very good full moon for hopes and wishes in terms of the workplace. And if you want to change your workplace, then this is a good time to think about that. It's also a good time for developing your spiritual ideals and the way you feel about nature, about fairies, about magic. I'm an intuitive fairy reader, a moon reader. So the moon really affects my readings, as does the summer as we're approaching fairy season. Now, it's a cold spring here, so the fairies for me are still sleeping, but they have a tremendous impact. But once the summer comes, then all sorts of things happen. A lot of you will be feeling emotionally unfulfilled, but things will change once Jupiter moves into Gemini. You will feel a massive change, and once the eclipse season is over. Now, old friends, some people are going to get taken away with this eclipse season, and Mercury retrograde is coming to an end, but not yet. I think it's the 25th. So in Mercury retrograde, old friends, lovers, people from the past come back in sometimes, and there's still a big chance of that happening, and it affects people for a number of days after. So it could be that someone from your past is coming in, and that person will help you overcome obstacles, or you will help them overcome the obstacles that have occurred from your relationship busting up or not developing or continuing, or there was something that stopped it. I'm not talking about someone that was really bad to you here. I think they have gone. I'm talking about someone where there was just a misunderstanding. You now have changed beyond all recognition. If you're a woman, it doesn't matter whether you're a woman or a man, because we all have the divine feminine and divine masculine in us, and your divine feminine side is definitely a no-nonsense woman, a no-nonsense feminine. And so anyone who comes back in will see how you have changed irrevocably, how different you are, but they will welcome you into their lives, or wish you will let them into yours, because they were luckier with you around. They are feeling, whoever this person is feeling very overstretched, overtaxed at the moment, quite exhausted with life. And they're sort of at a stalemate. So they really need you, whoever you are, to brighten up their world, to bring a bit of sunshine in. And they're in some sort of unhealthy relationships at the moment. They're overindulging. Possibly this was something that made you want to depart from them, their overindulgence in some sort of thing like alcohol or drugs, or maybe that was something that put you off them, but they are trying to move away from that. And they want to join you. They're not at the 10 of Cups yet, but they're thinking in that way that you, with your purity, with your clarity, with your, and you're even more changed, you're even more no nonsense now, gave them that possibility of getting to the 10 of Cups. So they're thinking that you could be part of their journey, and they're sort of hoping to be at that 9 of Cups point if you let them in. And they're going to make a push towards that. They really are. They're actually quite a hard-working, productive person, but they've either lost their way in terms of drugs, drink, or even overworking. They've become workaholics. They haven't seen what life has to offer. Yet when they had you as a friend or a lover or as a sibling, there's something about their life which was much brighter, much more beautiful. So yeah, there's a possibility that that partnership will resurge, and they're looking out to sea now and hoping that this journey towards you will be welcomed. I don't know whether it will, because you've been through some massive transformation, not only because of that person, but other people that have hurt you and have brought you to your knees, really, in terms of sadness. And you've had a number of things happening to you, like someone getting ill in the family or a bereavement. Something's happened to change you, where you felt, you know, nothing's permanent. And we're in a very, very disposable society anyway. People just dispose of each other whenever they want, which is really sad about the world, but it does happen. And so people wonder who they can trust, and that forever person is very difficult to find now. And words are really useless, pointless. It's actions that matter. So don't listen to people's words. And when this person does come back in, they're going to be very careful to not use the incorrect words, because they'll know you'll think they're false and made up. So they will want to come in with a more truthful, less talking way, but more of an action way. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune's working in your favor, especially with this full moon. Things are going to change for you. And these eclipses have brought in massive change, massive whirlwind. If you listen, whoever you are, if you listen to my Sagittarius full moon reading, which is going to come up today, later, then you will see the impact of this moon, whatever sign you are, because my Sagittarius readings are not just for Sagittarius. They're for, of course, Sagittarius sun, rising, Venus, and moon, but they're also for people that cross-watch, that know Sagittarians, or just have a bit of that Sagittarius character in them. So please watch those, because I do tend to do more for Sagittarius than anyone else, only because I have lots of beautiful followers that are Sagittarius. So yeah, here we are going to have massive success, whoever you are, on the work front in this number 8 year. And you're going to see other people from your past experience difficulties because they deserve it. And I'm not being horrible there, but this karmic year is not letting anyone off the hook. So if anybody loses money, has financial difficulty, and they've always shone before and been big and bold and brash, well, they're going to take a bit of a knock. Let's go back to the love aspect of this reading. It's going to be a very quiet, beautiful love that's really part of your next journey, shared, very serene and very respectable. And the Hierophant's going to be overseeing that in terms of you've learned your practical lessons, your higher self. I always see that as part of the higher self. The higher self is saying, you know the way to conduct yourself in this relationship, to let things go when they need to go. And the other person will also have learned from being in a hanged man situation for so long. I don't know what the sign this other person is. Could be a Pisces coming in, but Pisces, whatever, moon, sun, rising, Venus. But they have been hanging on for so long to find someone like you that they know, though, that their hardship is temporary. So this is not that person, this is the new person. They know their hardship is temporary and they just need the warmth of the right person coming in. So once they find that, they are going to be joyous in that 10 of Cups relationship, which is going to be contentment, commitment, and they're going to be a fully committed person. What I know about that person is that they're going to be quite logical, have an air of authority about them, quite protective, and they could work in law somewhere along the line. You know, they don't have to be a solicitor, they could be a policeman, or they could have any aspect of the law in. They could even be a journalist dealing with legal issues, but they're going to be financially successful. So it's going to be a very, very good relationship. But it's going to come in when the Chariot, when fate, when the universe wants you to achieve that and have that. And it's not going to be long away now. It will come in 24. There's no doubts about that. So the person, I'm getting the karmic 8 number, and I just keep getting that in all my readings. A lot of people that have had hidden agendas in your life. It could be a sibling that has treated you badly through monetary needs or just jealousy. Sounds awful, but they're going to get their just desserts. Yeah, but there's a lot of happiness and achievement coming in for you here. And especially that protective, magnetic, inspiring new person is going to take you by storm. And you're going to feel, woo, my life's so good now. But I don't know what's going to happen with this other person unless they're actually a sibling or a friend. Because if they're coming in as a possible lover, they might not win out. But you're going to be balancing all your opportunities in this 8 year, and you're being looked on very kindly, whoever is listening to this, because you're a nurturing, healing sort of person, very cooperative and caring, and the universe loves you, and they're fed up of you having been stabbed in the back, and they're saying it's the end of that period, the end of that cycle. Things are going to be moving very fast now. That's the movement card. So just wait and see. Let's get this full moon, these eclipses out of the way, this full moon and Jupiter sitting in Gemini, and let's see what happens. Let's take a few Moonology cards for you, and let's finish the reading with that. And you have changed beyond, you know, everything's sort of the same, and yet everything has changed, but you have changed. You are so different now, and you know that, and there's no way you can go back. Let's take a few of these, see what gets thrown out for you, whoever's listening to this. And if this resonates with you, please like, share and subscribe to help my channel grow. That would be really great. Thank you. So here we have, look at the bigger picture. Such a big picture coming through for you. And so don't feel sad. If you feel sad today, just think of the Serenity card, which is the Serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Always think of that prayer. One person I knew who was actually dying said this prayer had helped her through things. And it is a beautiful, beautiful prayer. This is a time for healing. This full moon is a time for healing. Just rest, relax, rejuvenate if that's what you need. But remember what I said, I'm getting that message again. Take care with your diet. Take care with your diet. And try find a little bit of time to exercise, whether it's gentle exercise depending on your age, but do something, move your body. It's so important. And bring love into the situation, because love is coming. Let's take the top ones here. Balance spirituality and practicality in that healing program, in that energy program, in that eating program, in developing a connection with your higher self. And here we have, be bold and make the first move. I'm never one to make the first move, so I don't know what that exactly means. But once you see something you like, don't let it go. Go forwards. Go forwards. Keep the connection there, because conclusions are within reach. Conclusions for a happier life are within reach. And a fiery climax is approaching in your life. So if things are boring, don't worry, they're going to change. And if someone from the past comes in who you really did like but are angry with, don't let pride get in the way. Yeah, it's going to be, this full moon is a time for taking action. Someone's going to take action, whether it's the other person, you, or the universe, or the divine, and expect powerful change. There we go. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for connecting with me. Thank you so much for listening to me. Higher Self Magic here, sending love to you all, and a fantastic full moon for you, I hope. Thank you.